He's just the most dead. And that's it. That's all there is to it. He's real easy. His easiest boss NA. He's not the easiest boss NA, but he's the easy boss. What is the easiest boss? If you count the Asylum Demon that you fight to get out, he's probably the easiest boss. Zoros Demon, if you count him as a boss, he's the easiest boss. Probably shouldn't even count Capra as a boss, because like later he's just an enemy. You fight like 5 of them in a row. And yeah. So this is the way to the depths. I was calling it the sewers. It's the depths. But it is a sewer. It's like obviously a sewer. And this is the way you're supposed to end up in Blighttown. There is a back entrance that is way easier to use, which I'm going to show. But I'm going to clear out the depths first. The depths also begins this mechanic in the game where there are NPC invasions that occur. And if you want those to happen, you have to go human while in the depths and trigger it. And there's a few spots where they can happen. For my paladin, doesn't he look just holy? He's the most paladin-y paladin you've ever met. I'm not going to bother with it because the armor... Ultimately, you do this summons that starts here by... Oh, shit, Viking Squad. Ultimately, you do the summons of Kirk to get his armor. Like, you fight him 3 times. Once here, once in... once on your way to the demonic ruins, and once down in the demonic ruins, the city of Izalith, the lost city of Izalith. And once you beat him the 3 times, then his armor spawns as a pickup somewhere in the wild. And it's a spiky armor set, and it's all sinister, and it's pretty cool. So if you're into it, do it. But I am not into it on this playthrough, so I'm not going to care. I'm not going to care about it. I don't give any fucks about it. And you can't convince me to. I'm not gonna. I caution against complacency versus hollows. They are more sinister than they seem. They get to a point where they start doing berserk mode and they start hurting your life. I would like to call the court's attention to this creepy thing up in the rafters. It will be important later. I think we're coming to the close to the end for today, but I am going to deal with this guy. And by guy, I mean lady. It is a lady. That is a lady. I'm going to deal with that. I'm going to free fire, bro. And... Oh, I can't unlock that fire. Without a key. And then I'm just probably just done for tonight. Because if you notice, my buddy is playing Viking Squad, and I want to join him because it's a fun game. If you haven't picked it up, it's pretty cool. It's like a Viking version of Castle Crashers. I don't think that its art is as polished as Castle Crashers tends to be. But... Ooh. That did not kill you. I expected it to kill you. This will kill you. But it's still a lot of fun. You unlock different weapons. You get to be Vikings. It's got like real silly humor. Large Ember, this gives you your super fun, happy time upgrades to pass +5. You give that to old Andre. He'll take care of business for you. Um, here's the thing. If you don't know about this, I'm going to point it out to you. There's a chute. There's a chute back here. This drops you further into the depths. It's above the giant rat. Don't drop down on the rat yet. You can get the poison blocking spider shield on these rafters, and then you can do a plunging attack on the rat, ruin his day. Because I will want to do that, I'm going to go through here, which is a water path, but I have to come back through here if I want to drop down that chute. But I do, in fact, want to drop down that chute, so I'm going to do it. But there's some dogs, and there's a hollow. The dogs won't aggro, the hollow will. So if you don't want to deal with the dogs, you just stick to the wall. They'll just be like, hey, 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 and they'll just watch you. They don't care what you do. As long as you don't fucks with them, they won't fucks with you. Then when you come up here, this asshole's waiting for you. That is not a female voice acting, but Miyazaki in interviews assures us that this is a lady. This is a lady butcher, man-eater. They got a back, you can stab it. This one will drop a sack. So if you like creepy sack head gear, this game's got that for you too. Alright. So this is another spot where I recommend rolling. Rolling. What? So you don't hurt him. Because he's your friend. I shudder to think. Thank you dearly. Yeah, man. I often describe swamps as great. Oh, cool. Anything else? All right. That's fine. You do you, man. All right. So if I go over here, there's a door. It leads down into the depths. If you have a key, it also leads to a bonfire that is very conveniently located for your use in the depths. At least I think it requires a key. Are these guys, they mad at me? Dog, you mad at me? We still friends? I think we're okay. I think we're still friends. Yeah, we're still friends. And that's handy. That's the way you normally go down. As I mentioned, I wish to do this one. I could return to Firelink Shrine. Laurentius will be there. Ugh. That man-eater's trash chute. We got a big-ass rat down here. And you can walk around this side. Man, I have this super dark. It's hard to see. But you can walk around this side and go, oh, what's this? What's this then? It's a spider shield. Spider shield, really handy because it blocks poison and other shields don't. And then you can do a plunging attack on this rat and almost kill it. And then you come down here, you swing at it again, and then you finish killing it. And you get this humanity. You get this key. Yeah. And then you get this soul. Anything else? Alright. So if you're trying to beeline through this here level, this the way to do it. So you drop down on this rat, and you slide down here. You stick to this side, and then you down here. And this is a path to victory. Careful, there's swamp. there's these gross things. They take a bunch of hits. You can also just not fight them at all, because who cares? Those steps, I think, are what we want. Through here, Domhnall of Xena. I Swami. Domhnall of Xena. And he'll teach us a gesture, so we can joy. Who doesn't love joy? And he sells us stuff. And his goods increase throughout the game. So he'll sell boss armor when you defeat bosses that unlock armor. He also eventually sells the Master Key. But he won't be here when you do that. Because after you leave this area, he moves to under that, like, aqueduct that leads up to the undead Boig. And then this, I think, is what we want. So that rat leads you into some nonsense. There's some rings. There's Ring of the Evil Eye, which heals you as you fight things. And there's the Kirk invasion that I mentioned happens down there. And I don't remember if there's any other items down below that you care about. You can fight Basilisk, which can be important for getting eyes, if you care about getting eyes. But the only reason why you care about getting eyes is to access a covenant, but that covenant you have access to because there's eyes right before you access it. I'll show you that too. Anyways, the rat room has a chamber key, which you need to get here unless you have the master key. The master key gets you in here automatically, and you can rest at this friendly bonfire. So next time we'll tackle the depths, and then I'll leave the depths because I hate going this way through to Blighttown, and I'll go the other way to show you that you can go the other way without the master key. Or I could buy the master key, because I think that you'll be able to access it after you unlock. We'll check. And I'll probably die trying to make the jump, but we'll check to see if Domhnall has it after just opening the way to Blighttown, because I think that's the trigger. It could be ringing the bell, and if that's the case, then boo. But anyways, it was fun hanging out, even though there was no one hanging out. Either you're watching other people that you know better than me, or you're watching the debate, which, man, power to you. If you can sit through it, it's like watching a reality show, you know? They're both just horrible liars. They're just the worst. One is arguably worse than the other. I'm not debating that, but they're both definitely liars. Anyways, until next time, keep your eyes open, pay attention, have fun, play games, and we'll hang out then. Peace out, peeps.